كمان الجزء كمان الخاص بالموقع ده دايما يخلينا نبدا نفكر في وضعنا وسط المنطقه. يعني احنا اين نحن في صناعه البيانات في المنطقه؟ يعني هل احنا الان تقدمنا بما فيه الكفايه؟ هل نريد المزيد من السعي في القطاع الخاص بصناعه البيانات والداتا سنترز والكلام ده كله؟ فاحنا معانا دلوقتي ضيفنا من دبي السيد أوميد محبوبي مؤسس MENA Cloud Alliance. طبعا بنرحب بيه الاول Mr. Omid, the founder of MENA Cloud Alliance. Hello and welcome to our show.
Hello, good evening. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Hi. You as MENA Cloud just issued and released a report regarding the cloud computing competition in the world or in the MENA region. Through your monitoring the big industry all over the world, there are some big challenges, and here I'm talking about the global or international challenges such as the COVID-19 and the Russian and Ukrainian war. Do you think that these challenges have somehow affected the data center industry? And if it did, how was it?
They certainly have. I mean, we've all been a part of the whole disaster when COVID hit, and I believe that what it did for the ecosystem and for the industry as a whole, and I'm talking about cloud computing ecosystem, and data center infrastructure as a big part of this ecosystem. I think the industry as a whole address the challenges head on. I think it wasn't just about the experts or folks who were in the industry. Now everybody is starting to realize how important cloud computing actually is to our lives. Yeah. That's how everybody communicated. That's how everybody used Zoom. That's how everybody went to school or they saw their doctor. So I would say COVID helped greatly with cloud adoption, and we witnessed massive traffic, escalation when it came to cloud computing. And obviously, we needed data centers to actually handle that kind of workload. Also, with the war between Ukraine and Russia, one of the things that I believe has been highlighted through that conflict is the importance of having multi-levels of security when it comes to data centers. Also, to have redundant locations, because the best way to actually secure your data is to have redundancy and to have certain security regulatory frameworks in place so that in times of disaster, folks can actually address these issues fast. We noticed, back to the COVID idea, a lot of countries actually rushed into easing the regulatory frameworks just to be able to use cloud computing for the immediate need of the nation. So that, I think, has had a lot of impact. Maybe a silver lining out of all those conflicts in the world.
Yeah, that's right. Let me translate what just happened or what we just said. لو انا برضو نسيت حاجه يا ريت فكرني، لان احنا اتكلمنا في كلام كتير جدا مهم مع بعض. كان بيتكلم عن اهميه التطور الكبير اللي حصل طبعا بعد كوفيد 19 وكمان الحرب الروسيه الاوكرانيه، وقد ايه احنا كنا محتاجين نوصل لمستويات اعلى بكتير من الامن السيبراني والسايبر سيكيورتي زي ما احنا بنقول. لو انا نسيت حاجه طبعا تانية ممكن تذكرني بده يعني، ولكن ده كان اجابته على السؤال. فانا دلوقتي هتكلم معاه عن الشق اللي احنا اتكلمنا بيه مع بعض، اللي هو الخاص بترتيب الدول واين نحن من كل هذا التطور. Mr. Omid, which countries have taken the lead in the Arab and international data center industry just recently?
Well, the usual suspects there are countries with the most ambitious digital transformation plans. And when we look at the region, we obviously see the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia because of their outrageous and ambitious digital transformation plans.
So you just named the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's to say that we've seen increased data center activity in these two specific nations, but that does not mean we haven't seen a lot of developments in other nations, including Bahrain, with their government data workloads being migrated to the cloud. So there's been a lot of developments. What I'm trying to do is keep the answers a little short so that it is your interpretation.
Yeah. Okay. So, what's your evaluation for Egypt's rank or position in the data center industry? Or let's speak about the Middle East or in the world. Where do you see the Egyptian rank?
Okay, so Egypt is really an interesting case in our region and around the globe, because there are parts of the ecosystem that really excel at competing. I'll give you an example. When it comes to Egypt's cybersecurity, the Egyptian cybersecurity space is the fourth most secure among the Arab nations. That allows the country to actually, be a strong player there. There's also the strategic location of the country that makes Egypt such an interesting, destination for data center. I have to tell you this. All eyes are now on Egypt because this is probably an unprecedented opportunity for Egypt to actually act as a connectivity hub between the West and the East. So I would rank, Egypt's data center ecosystem pretty competitive.
Okay, so now Egypt is the fourth when it comes to the rank in the region. Is that right?
in
That
some
is when it comes to
aspects this is
cybersecurity.
the
اوكي
force.
سو احنا اتكلمنا معاه طبعا عن الجزء الخاص بالمنطقه نفسها، وهو قال ان الامارات والسعوديه يعتبروا هم الاكثر تطورا ونموا في مجال الداتا سنترز، وبعدين اتكلم اكتر عن الجزء الخاص بمصر. اتكلم عن ان مصر تعتبر بشكل ما زي ما حضرتك قلت تعتبر هي واخده تصنيف يعتبر رابع في المنطقه من حيث التطور
في بعض المحاور واخده التصنيف الرابع زي امن المعلومات والامن السيبراني. بس هي اوفر اول مصر يمكن ترتيبها متاخر يعني ايه بعد دول الخليج العربي وبعد طبعا بعض الدول الثانيه. بس مصر مثلا هي سابقه منطقه شمال افريقيا، سابقه منطقه الليفانت، بس متاخره شويه عن منطقه الخليج العربي.
نرجع نسال أوميد سؤال. Omid, if you can hear me, just how can Egypt enhance its regional ranking or position in the information technology industry and to take the lead towards a global data industry prosperity?
Well, there is a few avenues of improvement that we can see in the Egyptian cloud and data center ecosystem. One of the things that I would point out here is Egypt has this significantly vibrant entrepreneurial ecosystem. Yeah. We have seen significant numbers out of Egypt, and we believe the country to be one of the front runners when it comes to creative cloud digital transformation products. Now, I would say one of the things that Egypt can do to become even more competitive is to work on its global ranking when it comes to intellectual property protection, because that ensures the young entrepreneurs that whatever you create will be protected. Another part of that I think is related to the young, talented, and educated population in Egypt is a number of variables that we identified that could be enhanced when it comes to the entrepreneurial culture. And one of them is the delegation of authority, for instance, which has been, that is a variable that is, understood, that is, clearly calculated. And essentially what it means is we need to give the Egyptian youth more confidence, and we need to trust them a little bit more. Also, when it comes to the regulatory framework, we are yet to see a cloud first or a cloud smart policy that actually clears the regulatory ambiguity within the country, because one of the things that allows cloud computing and data centers to flourish is an accommodating regulatory framework. That is one part that Egypt can actually enhance its rankings at.
Okay, Omid, we are glad that you will participate in the FDC Summit next May. So tell us more about your participation and your prospective goals through the summit.
Oh, we're very, very excited about the FDC Summit. We think it's a great opportunity for major stakeholders from the industry to come together. That is why we plan to have a very active participation and to really brainstorm with the best in the industry. Let me tell you something. From the outset, when we look at Egypt on a regional level, what we see is that we see the ecosystem, whether it's the government agencies, the private sector, the data center providers, the connectivity providers.
All together.
We see they all come together. Yeah. We can see that and we appreciate that because we understand how ambitious the Egyptian digital transformation goals are, and we intend to be a major contributor to that.
Okay, Mr. Omid Mahboubi, the founder of MENA Cloud Alliance, we wish you good luck in your participation in FDC. Thank you so much for being with us here. And inshallah, next time you'll be with us in the studio. Thank you.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Thank you. Thank you.
أعلنت اللجنة المنظمة لفعاليات قمة FDC سمات عن تنظيم فعاليات الدورة الخامسة، وذلك تحت رعاية وبحضور الدكتور عمرو طلعت وزير الاتصالات وتكنولوجيا المعلومات. تقام فعاليات القمة بفندق Intercontinental City Stars في الفترة منذ 9 وحتى 11 من مايو المقبل، وتضم فعاليات FDC سمات في دورتها الخامسة مشاركة متميزة لعدد من الشركات العالمية والمحلية، ومنها شركة أورنج، قراع بلاتينيوم، وكل من شركة F5 وشركة نتسكاوت قراع برايم، وشركة جيجامون الشريك التكنولوجي الرئيسي. كما تشارك كل من شركة بالو ألتو وشركة ترند مايكرو وشركة تيلز وشركة سيسكو وشركة لينوفو أنتل وشركة إي فاينانس وشركة جي بي إكس وشركة رايا وشركة نوزومي وشركة تراليكس وشركة أوبن تكست وشركة بيوند تراست وشركة إيفنتي، بالإضافة إلى شراكة استراتيجية مع معهد تكنولوجيا المعلومات ITI. ويشارك في القمة عدد كبير من مؤسسات المجتمع المدني المتخصصة في قطاع الاتصالات وتكنولوجيا المعلومات، وهم غرفة صناعة تكنولوجيا المعلومات والاتصالات CIT وجمعية اتصال والشعبة العامة للاقتصاد الرقمي وجمعية إنترنت مصر كشركاء للصناعة. وقال المهندس طارق شبكة رئيس مجلس إدارة شركة MCS إننا فخورون بإعلاننا عن انعقاد فعاليات قمة FDC في دورتها الخامسة التي تعد الأكبر على مدار السنوات الماضية من حيث عدد الشركات المشاركة والشركاء الاستراتيجيين، مؤكدا أن الخطوة تعكس أهمية القمة كمظلة تجمع ممثلين عن جميع المجالات في الصناعة. ونجحت القمة في تعزيز مكانتها على خريطة صناعة المؤتمرات والمعارض المتخصصة محلياً وإقليمياً، كما ساهمت في جذب أنظار الشركات العالمية للسوق المحلي وتصدير صورة واقعية تعكس مجهودات الحكومة في زيادة الحوافر الاستثمارية وتؤكد على اهتمام القيادة السياسية بدعم منظومة التحول الرقمي. وتستضيف قمة FDC سمات للعام الثاني على التوالي فعاليات التاكاثون المخصص لرواد الأعمال والمبتكرين، وذلك بالتعاون مع برنامج الأمم المتحدة الإنمائي UNDP. كما من المقرر أن تتضمن القمة العديد من الجلسات النقاشية وورش العمل والمسابقات التفاعلية، كما ستشهد فعاليات الدورة الخامسة إطلاق العديد من المبادرات التدريبية بالتعاون مع الشركاء الاستراتيجيين.